I'm tired, bro. I've tried almost everything, and things feel like they're not working out. And I'm not here to complain. I'm not recording this YouTube video for you to feel sorry for me. No, you mustn't feel sorry for any man, because we are born like this. We are born to handle pain in such a way that women can't even handle it. We must have higher stress tolerance, and that's what has been carrying me all these years, when things were just moving the opposite my direction, when things seems to slow down. The reason why I showed up all these years, it's simply because I understand the responsibility that as a man I do have. I need to take accountability, and I can only do that when I have high stress tolerance, because there are situations and also there are moments where you don't even feel inspired or even motivated to carry on. You just lack, also lose the inspiration to continue, the courage to continue, start slow down. That's why it's very good for you as a man to have discipline, so that when motivation runs low and also inspiration runs low, your disciplined character comes in. Because if you understand discipline on a deeper level, you realize that you show up even if you don't want to show up. It's having to do stuff not just because you want to do it, but it needs to get done. Shit needs to get done. I'm not sure if I'm putting it in that harsh way, but that's the truth of the matter. Your disciplined character must come forth when your motivation side runs low. And that's why I'm doing this whole YouTube video, to remind men out there sorry about that, to remind men out there that it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't get better with time. It only gets better with money. I was speaking to this other colleague of mine who's more like a friend and also an elder brother to me. I was like, you know what? It doesn't get better with time. It only gets better with money. For you as a man, you must have money. It's a must. I understand that women can just live their lives the way they want to. They can make reckless decisions or useless decisions. But for you as a man, to make a very low value decision, it will affect many people, and not only them, it only affects many areas of your life. Because if you don't have money, a lot of stuff doesn't get done. It doesn't move. It needs you to have money, to have the means of provision, and the means of provision is just money. Money heals most of what's stressing you, and I've seen that. I've experienced that. Money saves you from a lot of shit, from a lot of trouble. You can get away with seeing things so easily. And I'm not saying bad things, by the way. I mean the good part of what money can do. And I feel like we as men, we must hold ourselves accountable. No one is coming to save us. We must save ourselves. And not only that, we must save this world. This is a natural, we're born with this responsibility to look after the people around us and the world at large. We must take care of our families and also take care of our communities. This is a duty that we were given naturally to provide, to protect the nation. If you can check the history since the dawn of human time, men have been always those people who go to war, fight for peace, fight for power, fight for status, fight for victory. And throughout that course of fighting, I've seen what men are capable of. We are more than capable of what's stressing us. Whatever is stressing you today, I'm here to challenge you to say, if you just have money, you'll see that most of your troubles, the things that seems to trouble you, will automatically vanish, simply because you have the means of solving Sometimes those kind of problems that get to you, doesn't get to you when you have money, when you have the resources, when you have the means. And I've seen that. That's why I highly recommend that every man must work as hard as they can to have money by doing the right things. Legally so. And I'm not saying that you should go out of your ways, rob people and do whatever stupid things that will bring money. No. All I'm saying is that we must work as hard as we should, or as hard as we are doing it. If you don't have money, you're not doing enough. You don't have the right information. You don't have the right kinds of skills that will bring money. And I'm not here appearing to say that I'm doing well, I have everything figured out. No, I'm still trying to figure my way out. I'm still negotiating my way out of poverty. And I feel like most men should do so. We should work as hard as you can even imagine, because we have a huge responsibility to take care of our families, to take care of our communities, to take care of our countries, to take care of this nation. This nation depends on us as men. We are the heartbeat of this universe, and we must make the most out of what we are capable of. We must bring out the best of this world by uniting, by standing on one common goal, which is making this world a better place. I'm one who champions for positive change, not only in our communities, but in our families. It needs to start from the family, from where you're coming from, the roof that you belong to. You must make sure that everything is well taken care of. I've recorded this other YouTube video where I was talking about we as men, we are broke men living like millionaires. We do stuff that out of the way just to prove people that just to prove to other people that we are capable of doing 1, 2, 3. And we should let go of that behavior. We should change that behavior and start making those minor changes to make this world a better place. It starts from those minor actions. Just having that one thought to change many lives, not only your life, but people who look up to you, but people who depend on you. Because as a man, you have this huge responsibility. That's why I said in the beginning of this YouTube video that it's good for you as a man to have high stress tolerance, because people are coming up to you with their problems. You must be able to solve those problems. Sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we are not the ones who caused even the problems or any trouble, but we find ourselves inside of a chaos. We find ourselves inside of trouble, and we need to negotiate our way out of those troubles in a way that it doesn't leave other people in a question mark, doesn't leave other people inside of a chaos. That's why we should come together. That's why we should teach one another valuable skills like on how to make money. That's why I see a lot of communities these days, they are teaching men how to become rich, and I'm one who champions for that. Hence I'm writing books like Your To The Leader in You, which is more like a destiny helper. This is a path that I've walked and I'm still walking, and I'm encouraging other men to do so. That's why it's good for you to actually invest in yourself, invest in your education, invest in something that will bring about change in your financial aspect of your life. We must get our finances together, bro. We must get this money together. You must make this money, whether you like it or not. You must have money as a man, even if you don't have responsibilities, even if you don't have things to solve, but have money, so that whenever that day comes, whenever those rainy days come, you are sorted. You are able to solve most of the problems. I'm not saying that there are no problems that doesn't require money. They are there, those kind of problems, but most of the problems that men face is related to the finances. It's related to money. We don't have the means of provision, and it's good for you to actually make money. If you haven't started making money, please do so. And if you are still curious to know how I'm planning to negotiate my way out of poverty, that's why I wrote books like To The Leader in You. For more life-changing information, just click the very first link in the description to be part of this exciting yet challenging journey of negotiating your way out of poverty with my books. On that note, I'm not sure if you did happen to find value in what I've shared with you on today's video, but if you did, please let me know in the comment section on what value you picked out in this video. Also guys, if you're new to this YouTube channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and press the notification bell so whenever I get to upload, you will be the first one to be notified. On that note, I'll see you guys on our next YouTube video. This is your boy Duncan Mnisi. I'll see you guys on the next one. Do not forget to subscribe.